fans start to rise here at Greer Field at Turchin Stadium. Lombardi, 2-2 delivery to Burdett. Off speed, and he struck him out. Save number 5 as Michael Lombardi looks around and says, boys, come out here and celebrate with me on the mound. Taylor Montiel getting his first win in 2 years, and the Green Wave do indeed get their 4th series win out of 5 this season as they close out Xavier with a thrilling 5-4 win in Uptown this afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike. As this ball grounded back up the middle, it's a base hit. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Felix, and he will score. Williams is going to be out at second, but he gets the RBI single, and Nichols has taken the lead. So the put out at second ends the inning, but Basil Williams with his 5th hit of the game, his 2nd RBI, and he's put Nichols in a position to win it as we will head to the bottom of the 19th. Somebody's going to be ecstatic about the long night, and somebody is not going to be very happy going into tomorrow's game, that's for sure. This ball lifted to deep center field. Kay on the run. He's got it, and that's a winner for Nichols in 19 innings. As Nichols survives a long game and gets out of it with the victory. Tulane with the 9-1-2 hitters due up after sending their first 8 hitters to the plate in the first inning, getting 4 hits and 4 runs. So Seth Beckstead will make his first appearance at the plate, the 6', 200-pound senior from Queen Creek, Arizona, by way of Central Arizona College. 0 for 3 this season, has struck out all 3 times, but he belts this one to deep left field at the wall. It is way out of here. In fact, it goes up off the top of the fence across the way into somebody's backyard. Seth Beckstead with a solo home run, just destroying that pitch. Nichols once again looking to end the season at 500 in the Southland Conference. Already a marked improvement over last year. They would take the season series with Southeastern with a win. Dugas comes set. This ball launched into right field, dropping quick. It's going to be a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate. It's going to be close, and Garcia's throw is in time, but under the tag is Felix, and the Colonels win it. Dane Simon with a walk-off RBI single. And Felix able to beat the tag at the plate. Garcia's throw was on the mark. The Lions are out arguing with the umpires, but the Colonels are celebrating out in center field. A walk-off winner by Dane Simon, plating Garrett Felix. And the Colonels indeed end the regular season at 12-12 in the Southland, and they will clinch the number 4 seed in the Southland tournament. And it's time for our game reset, presented by Malcolm M. Dinas. CPA, Integrity, Professional Responsibility, Service. And we will start by talking about that 4th inning as Flada looked like he was going to get out of the inning with runners on the corners and 1 out. But a ball hit back to him by Jacob Rebrook. He went to fire it out to Marcus Klein, covering second from his shortstop position, but threw it behind Klein. Klein backtracking, fielding it, touching second, but they could not get the out at first. Rebrook gets an RBI on the fielder's choice, and that 1 run is the difference in this game. As for Flauta so far, 1 run, 4 hits, but he has struck out 3. He has not walked a batter yet. So good performance by him, being matched by Nick Bond, the pitcher for Pepperdine, who came into this game 0-2. But in 62 pitches, he's allowed just 2 hits. He's struck out 5 and walked 1. And it is him pitching, despite the little bit of confusion last inning when I saw a 52 covering the bag. Normally wears number 4. That is what he started with today. So don't know what facilitated the pitching change. Back on the rubber with his fresh new jersey as he faces Gavin Schultz. Schultz flies it off the right side. That will reach the first base stands. Actually goes over the first base stands. 0-1 the count to Schultz. One of those 5 strikeout victims for Bond. Schultz lashes this one to deep center field. It's carrying well. It's at the wall. It's gone. Wind blowing out to straightaway center field, and it kept on carrying. And Gavin Schultz has tied this game with one swing of the bat, hitting it to straightaway center field, 416 feet for Schultz. And this game is tied at 1 on the solo home run by Schultz. For him, it is his 5th home run of the year, 18th run driven in. And Tulane has tied this game at 1. And that home run presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana for life's moments. Big and small, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana is always there. The right card, the right care. Now this ball lashed into center field, dropping quick, and Walsh isn't going to be able to get to it. And it's a base hit for Brock Slayton. So all of a sudden, Tulane's starting to hit the ball. The solo home run from Schultz, 415 feet, followed by a hard hit single to center field by Brock Slayton. And now, just like that, the Pepperdine bullpen about to get busy as we go to the top of the lineup, and Colin Tuft. Tuft has struck out and singled. He's way out in front of this one as he chops this one over the dugout and into the netting. Tuft went 1 for 5 on Tuesday against Southeastern, had a solo home run, struck out twice. Tulane tying this game on a Gavin Schultz solo home run. And now a runner at first and nobody out against Nick Bond, who was cruising until last inning when he gave up the double to Lynn, but it was able to get out of that. And we're going to get a quick chat as Tulane plots its strategy. Tuft over along with Connor Rasmussen. Talking to Justin Bridgman. We'll see what they do here. Already with the game tied and looking for more here in the bottom of the 5th. Tuft is going to lay down a bunt, and it's perfect as Bond dives to his right, makes the play, but can't get the out at first. Bond was already drifting towards first as that bunt came back to him on the third base side of the mound. He dove to field it, but it's going to be an infield single for Tuft. Perfect bunt. By the time Bond got it, he really made a great play. Threw it over to Pemberton, but no chance to get Tuft. And now, just like that, Green Wave have 2 on and nobody out for Connor Rasmussen. Rasmussen has flown out and grounded out. Tulane with something cooking here in the 5th as Rasmussen lays down a perfect bunt. Back to the mound, Bond throws to first, and it's dropped by Pemberton. It was a low throw. It's going to be an error, but now the Green Wave are going to have the bases loaded. So a sacrifice bunt for Rasmussen, but a low throw should have been handled, I think, by Pemberton. But Pemberton unable to corral it. And Tulane with the bases loaded now and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. They've already scored on a solo home run by Gavin Schultz. Brady Margette steps in, takes the first pitch high and outside. 1-0. Brock Slayton has singled. He is now at third. Colin Tuft, the bunt single. He's now at second. Connor Rasmussen with the bunt and the error. As this ball chopped by Margette out to short, Nunez has one play over to third, gets the out there, but that's going to be an RBI fielder's choice for Brady Margette. Good job just chopping it down to the opposite field. They do get the force out at third, but Tulane now leads it 2-1. And they will have runners at first and second and one out. For Margette, that is his 12th run driven in, and Tulane leading it 2-1 now. Bond coming set. Delivery as this ball hit to shallow right center field. It's right in that triangle. Who's going to call for it? It's going to be the right fielder, Bradshaw, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So now T.O. Banks, with 2 on and 2 out, will step to the plate. 7th hitter of the inning for the Green Wave. It all started with a solo home run by Gavin Schultz. And the single by Slayton, the single by Tuft on the bunt. And then the bunt by Rasmussen that was an error. They did, by the way, give that error to Pemberton for dropping the throw. And then Brady Margette reaching on a fielder's choice as he chopped it out to short. And he gets the RBI, and now T.O. Banks looking to extend the inning for the Green Wave. Bond, long look in. Banks lifts this one on the right side. On the run is the first baseman Pemberton, but this one row up into the crowd, and the youngsters go running after it. No balls and a strike to Banks. 2 in for Tulane here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's a strike on the corner to Banks, and just like that, he's in an 0-2 hole. He has struck out and been hit by a pitch. Bond looks out at Rasmussen and delivers, and Banks foul tips it into the glove of Savage, and that is the 3rd out of the inning, the 2nd strikeout for Banks. But Tulane a productive bottom of the 5th as they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, 2 runners left on. The big shot, Gavin Schultz hitting a home run to straightaway center field. His 5th home run of the year, and Tulane has grabbed the lead through 5 innings. It's Tulane 2, Pepperdine 1. This is Green Wave Baseball from Learfield. There's still time for you to sync up our broadcast on the Tulane Sports Network from Learfield with this afternoon's TV broadcast on ESPN+. Head to syncmygame.com to learn how to watch the rest of the game with your hometown call. Join us this Monday night as Green Wave Baseball hosts the St. Louis Billikens. Tickets are available now at TulaneTix.com for as low as $5. It's the final game before conference play begins. Don't miss out. Tulane and St. Louis Monday night, first pitch at 6:30. Paul Boron with you, in for Corey Glore, who will be back with you working double duty tomorrow with a doubleheader now announced for 11 a.m. for games 2 and 3 of this series, as a bunt attempt is sent back to the screen by Connor Bradshaw. Bradshaw is singled and grounded out, going against Luke Flada, who left the mound in the top half of the 5th, trailing 1-0, now out there leading it 2-1. Short of the 4th inning, he has been brilliant for the Green Wave today. And that off-speed pitch has Bradshaw missing it 78 miles an hour. And that runs the count to 0-2. Bradshaw, Nunez, and Pemberton. Heart of the lineup for Pepperdine as Bradshaw takes high and inside 1-2. Bradshaw went 1 for 3 in their midweek game against Cal State Bakersfield. Drove in 3. Hits this one to left center field. Jackson Lynn on the run to his left, and he's going to get under it for the first out of the inning. Good jump by Lynn on that ball. Hit to left center field. The wind blowing again more towards right field, so carrying it away from Lynn, but he was able to chase it down for the first out of the inning. Julian Nunez will step in, pop down in the first, doubled, and would eventually score off the missed double play attempt by the Green Wave. And that would be the only run that Pepperdine has scored so far in this game, as Flata has looked fantastic. 66th pitch coming now. He has struck out 3, has allowed 4 hits, and the 1 earned run. The 1-0 delivery to Nunez is a strike at the knees on the outside corner, 86 miles an hour. Nunez looks back at umpire Alex Ziegler and said, "Are you sure?" And Ziegler nods authoritatively yes. Nunez hits this ball high and deep to left field. You can forget about this one. It is off of the scoreboard, and Pepperdine has tied this game on a solo home run by Julian Nunez. You could tell the second he hit that one that was going to carry right out of the ballpark, and Pepperdine has tied this game at 2. For Nunez, it is his 3rd home run of the year, his 6th run driven in, and we are all even now here in the top of the 6th. So Flata's lead goes away that quickly. As first pitch to Pemberton is low and inside. First 2 balls hit of this inning have both been hard hit. Jackson Lynn made a nice play running out to left center field, and now we've got a stoppage as they go out. We may have lightning in the area is my guess, because it is not raining, or if it is raining, it's not raining very hard. But member of the Tulane staff came right out to the crew chief, or third base umpire Kevin Kennedy, and because of the potential of lightning, we did mention there's isolated cells, but because of some lightning in the area, they are going to clear the crowd out of here and pull the teams off the field here in the top of the 6th, right after the solo home run. Maybe the thunder they heard was off the bat of Julian Nunez, because he hammered that pitch. And because there's a stoppage, I would imagine Luke Flata probably, depending on how long the stoppage is, probably will not be the pitcher when we resume things here in the top of the 6th. As Pepperdine jumped out 1-0 in this game in the 4th. Tulane able to answer with 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Gavin Scholes hitting a home run, and then Brock Slayton singling and coming home on a fielder's choice. Tulane had a 2-1 lead. Game is now tied at 2 after the solo home run by Julian Nunez. He is responsible for both runs. He's doubled and scored back in the 4th and hit a towering shot a moment ago. And now, with the Storms in the area, as we knew they would be, we hoped we would beat them, but an hour and 26 minutes, or actually an hour and 21 minutes or so into this game, we are in a weather delay in the top of the 6th. So we will send it back to programming at WRBH, and we will keep you posted when and if we get back underway here at Greer Field at Turchin Stadium. Top of the 6th, it's Pepperdine 2, Tulane 2. This is Green Wave Baseball from Learfield.